Hello everyone, this is Code to Live here, and this is the second episode of the new Java series. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to install the JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, and Eclipse. I'm also going to provide you with some information about both of those, and provide you some alternatives so that you know what options do you have. First, we are going to install the JDK. As I already told you, JDK is the Java Development Kit, and this is what you will need in case you want to write code. Another important acronym here is the JRE, and this is what you need in case you just want to run a Java application on your device. In short, JDK is for the developer, and JRE is for the user. JDK, however, includes JRE, since if you want to develop an app, you will have to keep running it on your device to test it. The first step to install JDK on your PC is obviously to check if it's already there. So for checking if Java is already installed on your device, you have to first go to command prompt. You right click over here and then choose command prompt. In case you have Windows 10, over here you have a search bar, and in that search bar all you do is to just search for CMD or command prompt and then choose it in the list. In command prompt you have to input this command, java -version, and here will be some information available about the version in case you already have it installed. If you do not have it installed, an error will appear which says Java is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file. One more thing you can do is check for Java compiler version. And this is it. Step 2 of this process is to choose JDK you want to use. The two main JDKs available are Oracle JDK and OpenJDK. They do have some differences. First of all, the releases. The Oracle schedules new releases every 3 years, with long-term support. On the other hand, OpenJDK schedules releases every 6 months. However, the support of an old release stops when a new one comes by. Licensing agreements also differ. You need to purchase a license from Oracle JDK in case you want to use it for business, commercial, or product use. OpenJDK, on the other hand, is completely free. Oracle JDK is developed by Oracle, and OpenJDK by Oracle, OpenJDK, community, and companies such as IBM. For this next step, you'll have to go to the website of the JDK you chose. There you have to choose the version that you want to install and download it. So to download the installer, you'll have to go to the Oracle site. Search Oracle JDK in Google. And here, the first link will be oracle.com. Open it. On the Oracle website, you'll see a number of versions. The first one to appear is the latest version. The second one, where there will be LTS in the brackets, is the long-term support version. That's the version for which Oracle provides the long-term support. As you go down, you'll see a version, after which a U is specified and then another number. That is the number of an update of this version. For this tutorial, I'm just gonna show you how to download the latest version. So you press on JDK download. After the page loaded, you'll see this license update. Basically, after 2019, Oracle JDK stopped being completely free, and there are some limits to its commercial use now. Now scroll down and you'll see this Windows x64 installer. x64 basically stands for 64-bit in JDK versions. And just press download. Tick the checkbox and press download. Since I already downloaded, I'm gonna cancel and go to the downloads. So I'll just run it. Here I guess you have to enter the password. It will not necessarily appear for you. Okay, so here press next. And over here, one more important thing is you have to choose the folder. However, if you do not need to change the folder, I would just recommend you to leave it as it is. Then you press next. And here it will load it for you. However, I already have it on my PC, so I'm just going to close it. In this next step, we are going to set the environment variables. The first environment variable is the path. When you launch a program for command line, the operating system uses the path environment variable to search for the program in your local file system. Path maintains a list of directories for searching executable programs. The second one is Java Home. Many Java applications require the environment variable Java Home to be set to the JDK install directory. So for this next part, you have to go to the folder in which you install Java. So I installed it in Windows. You probably, if you did not change it, then it's probably in program files. However, I installed it directly in C, so it's over here. Then open this JDK file. This is JDK 14.0.2. That's the version I installed for myself. Open it, open the bin file, and then just copy this address. After that, close this and go to the search bar and search for environment variables and choose edit the system environment variables. Here you press environment variables and under system variables find the variable named path. Click edit, and over here you should paste whatever you copied in the very beginning. Here you see I already did it since I already have Java installed. You should just copy the thing from before and paste it over here. One more thing is to be done at this point. Press new and create this variable called Java Home. And variable value should be the same, except for you have to delete the bin after this. So just the JDK file address. Press OK, and it's done. In this next step, we are going to check if Java installed correctly, and that is just repeat the first step. So for checking if everything has installed correctly, you go to command prompt once more. You type in Java -version, and this is what you have to see in case you installed everything correctly. The first line gives you the version of the JDK. The second line gives you the version of the JRE. And since the JDK installs JRE automatically, you do not have to install it separately. You also would want to check the version of the Java compiler. Type Java C -version. And this is what you want to see over here. And one last thing you have to do is check if the environment variables are set correctly. So you type in echo %Java _home %. Press enter. And if you see the path you set in Java Home, that means you did everything correctly. Initially, I wanted to make just one video for all the prerequisites. However, the video started getting a bit too long, so I decided to split it into two videos. Next time the video will be shorter and I'll be talking about how to install Eclipse. So thank you for watching, leave a comment to know what you think about it, and see you next time.